let me start from where I left off in the previous video, and we were basically looking at the euro dollar 4-hour time frame. If as I said, we move to another trading instrument, so let's choose US dollar, Canadian dollar, and try to see the same thing there. In this case, we're looking for, basically we are in an uptrend. As you can see, we have higher lows and higher highs. You can see all of those higher lows here, and basically what I'm looking for is a bullish crossover, and this is on that daily time frame. So we have basically a couple of crossovers here. There is another one here. Let's see back in time. There is another one here, and there is another one here. Then there is another one here. Okay, so that's pretty much enough, but let's concentrate our attention on the latest one, which is here in late November 2014. So we have the daily time frame. As I said, what I'm looking for is crossover on the daily time frame. Then I'm going down to 4 hours. Okay, so once I'm in on the 4 hours time frame, I'm looking for basically we have a retracement here and a bullish crossover, and this is happening in terms I mean, this is happening at the same time when we have a bullish crossover on the daily time frame. But let's have a look at the next bullish crossover. As you can see, we have a bearish crossover, but this is not a signal to trade. I'm only going with the trend. So this is the first one, and then we have another one right here. Then we have another one right here, and if we just concentrate on those few bullish crossovers, and let me explain where and what I would have done. Basically, in this place we have a coincidence of two bullish crossovers on the daily and the 4 hours time frame. So I'll be looking for the next retracements, and this is the next bullish crossover. So basically my stop would be placed around 10 points below the nearest swing low, which is this little hammer here, and then the entry point is basically on the close of the 4 hour time frame candle, which is here when we have the bullish crossover. So basically, how much points I'm risking, how many pips is that? It's 1310 to 1367. It's about 57 pips that I'm risking, and then we can see that the price is going to a new high here to the level of 1.1500, which is 140 pips above the entry price, and it is around 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. And the second bullish crossover that we have is right here. So I would have placed my stop just 10 points below the nearest swing low, which is right here, and my entry is on the close of this candle right here. So we have approximately 60 pips again of risk, and then you can see that the price keeps on rising to the first resistance here of 1.1500, and then makes a small retracement, and then you have another bullish crossover, which should have been traded placing the stop 10 points below this swing low, and then basically your entry is on the close of this candle here. So after that, you see that the price is going to a new high at 1665, and then we see a small correction here, and then the price keeps on going. further up. But if we consider the daily time frame, what I'm looking for is what was the last, yeah, so it's here. Since this crossover happens, I'm looking for another place where we're gonna have a bearish crossover so I can exit my trades and take profit. But you can see that there is no bearish crossover, and there the price keeps on rising and there is no bearish crossover. This is a moment where the price, that the two lines come really close to each other, but there is no actual crossover, so I wouldn't have considered this as an exit for my trade. And if you really stick to the rules, which is the most important thing of this trading strategy, you can make a huge profits on a longer term time frame. Since this trade appeared in late November, early December, and currently it's 11th of February. So realistically, in order to have catched this move, you should have been with the trade for over 3 months, which is quite difficult from a psychological point of view. But if you're really disciplined enough, you would have basically risked on the initial entry here from the time for the 4-hour time frame, you would have risked 60 points, and the potential reward for these trades would have been over 1,400 pips so far. So you can see that the potential for this trading strategy is huge. So you'd better learn the rules and stick by them.